Hey everybody, it's Kirk. I am really excited to be able to do this launch video for you. A few things to note. I'm going to try to do it as quickly as possible. I think I'm going to do it in three parts. Um, and B, this is just going to be limited as much as I can to just what's changed in the UI and a few of the functions with that. It's not meant to be an in-depth look at this. Chris was ultimately going to be working on the official tutorial videos that'll go up on the website, but this is basically to just get you started. Um, Once this launches, which it will have by the time you see this. So, with that preamble, let's get into it. This is the dashboard that you are all familiar with, and so we have a completely new dashboard for V3 on the Farms dashboard. Let's take a look. Okay, this is our new dashboard for the farmers main login page. You will not have this reset test farms button. That's just here on the test account. But as you can see, it's a substantial design upgrade. We first off have a whole new set of icons that should be recognizable, but now are all in the same theme, which is something I wanted. And then we're also carrying this through this new icon look all the way through the protocol as we move forward. So a couple of quick things. Obviously, there's a lot of differences here. The first thing to know is the control panel, which is this here at the top. And we have the control panel happening in lots of different places. And as we continue to upgrade other pages to V3, you'll see this control panel metaphor start to pop up across the entire platform. So, but it's giving you the same information that you're used to. Number of active farms you have, next harvest, what the current pay period section is, and the completion percentage of that, as well as harvest history. The second line of the control panel has a little bit more to it. The search engine has been improved, so you can search by just about anything that is on these cards, which of course is the next major thing. The tabling way of approaching this is completely gone in favor of this new card approach, which I think is cleaner and also allows us some more functionality. In terms of controlling the cards on mobile, you don't have control over the view. It's just one card at a time. But if you're looking at this on desktop, you can adjust how many cards you're seeing. It's only ever going to be 2 rows at this point, but it's like how many cards per row do you want to see? 2, 3, or 4. So you have that ability to set that up, and it will remember this for you. Now, again, with sorting, you should be able to use this, or searching, you should be able to use this function to get where you want to go without doing as much page as you have in the past, which is up here now, by the way. So, I mean, you could, for instance, you could maybe put in, let's see, well, you could put something in like enterprise, which is going to start to sort out those by that. You could do, let's see if you could do US. No, that's not going to do it. Aug 25th, maybe? No. Let's see, what else could we search by? Because these are all harvest ready, but you get the idea. You can play around with that. I don't want to take too much time. So you can search by this and try to get places a lot faster. Now, we've done some other stuff in cleaning up the UI as well. You can see here on this test account that we've got a bunch of farms that are actually ready to harvest. So this is one of the updates that I think everybody's going to like a lot. You can still, as you always have, manage each farm individually. So to do that now, you can click on this harvest ready as you did in the old layout. And what it will do is this: it'll flip the card over and show you what the result is and allow you to replant and add a CE on rollover, so you don't have to do it after the fact and go through all of them. So you can go ahead and now add your CE on this action, and save yourself the time of going through all of these. So you can do these one at a time, just like you've always done, but with the accelerated CE version. Or you can click this filter by harvest ready farms only. So if we click that, what's going to happen is it's going to look up all the farms that you have that are set ready to roll over. And there will only be those farms that are able to just be rolled over. There's no decision making associated with them. So like if you have, let's say a, let's say like this type of a card. This card has a decision that needs to be made, and in terms of picking what you want to do, and so this will not be included in the batch, but it's showing you what you get. But these types that all it is just a one button click. Again, you have the ability to just do so in mouse if you want. So to do that, you don't even have to do anything. This is just showing you all the results of all of your current harvest ready cards. Now you'll see that this icon has come up, and this allows you to run all of your harvests at once. So you can click on this. It will tell you how many farms you have to harvest. It will also look at what your CE status is, and it'll say, okay, 13 of the 15 that are available don't have crop enhancers. Do you want to apply CEs to all of them? So you can choose yes. You can say no, continue as is, which is just whatever you may have set up manually. Or you can say harvest them all without any CEs at all. So you have the ability to set this up. And again, these are only the farms that don't require other decisions, like are you going to move it out of staking, or any of those types of things will still stay as harvest ready on your dashboard. This is just for rollovers only. So that's basically the function. So I can go ahead and do this. We'll see up here I have 50 CEs, which it also tells me here. So I have plenty of them. So I'm going to go ahead and apply CE to all farms. And then I'm going to harvest. There, it took a second because there were a lot of them. Now it's harvest all of those farms. And if you go to the end of the list, you'll see them back here now. And these are the farms I just harvest with a whole full 30-day cycle setup. So what's left are these harvest readies here that do have decisions that need to be made. So here you see, so I have to go, oh, okay, well, I did all the ones that are just rollover in a bulk. Now I need to see this. Okay, this was a cash out. So I need to actually go through that process. I think most of these are cash out situations. Oh, here's one that's a rollover. That's that one we looked at earlier. So this one I have to say, oh, okay, I have to decide, am I going to pull this out of staking, or am I going to keep it in? Am I going to put it, are familiar with all of this, these choices. I won't go through what that means. So basically the process of harvesting has been really streamlined to where you can basically do it in just a couple of clicks for every farm that you have at any one time. Okay, so moving on, let's also then talk about the changes in how the flow in terms of cash out has changed, and it's significant. So what I mean by that is, as you know, we used to have a system that was 4 payout type options: rollover USDC, rollover seeds, and then cash out USDC and cash out seeds. So we no longer have either cash out USDC or cash out seeds. In fact, cash out seeds is now completely gone. And so basically what you have now is cash out marketplace. So what does that mean? That means that if you want to cash out your farm, what's going to happen is it's going to go automatically to the marketplace So it won't disappear. It immediately goes to the marketplace and will be put on the list of available farms to buy at the full market value when it goes over. Once it's over there in the marketplace, which we'll look at, you can then change the price if you want, et cetera, but it will stay there. And then the way we're going to works now is if somebody buys it, great, you've gotten your funds and you're all done. If it goes all the way out till the point where the V2 payout system reaches that date and Chris reaches that date to pay you out, instead of just sending you the USDC as a direct wallet to wallet send, Chris will buy it off of the marketplace, and that's how you will receive your funds. Important to note that those buyouts do not include the 5% charge. So you'll get the full amount at that time, just like you already do when we finally get to it. So there's still the delay that we have to work through, but the process is going to now be much more streamlined for Chris and for everybody, and also give you a chance to sell the farm earlier for what you might want for it. So we'll look at the new marketplace in a minute, but that's basically the functionality. Let me show you how it works. I need to go to farming up. Okay, so let's pick this farm here, this enterprise farm on Space Cadet. And so we have rollover USDC is the current payout type. So as you'll see now, there's rollover seeds as always, and now this new cash out marketplace. So if I go ahead and select that, it's going to ask me, okay, well, what do you want to do? Do you want to go to the marketplace right now, which forfeits the reward that you would earn for this cycle? Or do you want to do it once the cycle is complete so that you can capture that last harvest and then have it move to the marketplace? So for this one, we'll just say after this cycle, and all that really does is just change it to cash out marketplace, and it just knows what to do on September 23rd in this case. Now you can go ahead and change back to the other two, and it will cancel this out if you want within the 21-day open period. But if you're setting it to do that, it's just automatic and you're all ready to go. We'll pick another one down here that is set up, and we'll do this one. And this time we'll say, no, we want to go ahead and move it to the marketplace now. So when we do that, we get our setup, which you should be familiar with. This is a little bit of a different UI, but basically what this is saying is, okay, this is an enterprise farm. The full farm value is 1,000 USDC. So that's what it's going to get listed at unless you change the pricing here. And you're all familiar with the reserve pricing and the buy now. Now you do have to put in a matching reserve. This is just telling you what the full farm value is, so you don't have to look it up. So you say, yeah, that's well, I'll take $50 less for it, and on reserve, but a buy now of $9.99 and 7 days. So I'm going to go ahead and list that farm, and it is listing, and now it has been listed on the marketplace. So if we go back over to the end of the page, we will, which one was that? I don't remember which one it was, sorry, but it will indicate, just like it had before, that it is in the marketplace and it's no longer earning yield over here. Okay, so I think that should make sense, hopefully. Again, I'm trying to do this as fast as I can. I know there'll be a lot of questions, but let me just try to get through as much of this as I can. There is the buttons here are all the same as they were in terms of enhanced CEs, although this now does tell you if a landowner is providing you with your CEs, it will tell you that. And then you have your insurance, and then you have your farm hands. And then we have one other new feature, which is over here, this icon called Farm Activity, which you can look at card by card. And basically, it's just telling you when your rollovers happened and what the result was. All of the finances is still handled in the harvest history, but this just gives you a quick overview of how many times this farm has gone through a harvest and what the result of that harvest was. So you have that available to look at as well. Okay, let's move down the page here and get to buy seeds. Buy seeds has changed completely. You now buy your seeds on chain using USDC in Base, BSC, or ARB. So basically, it's a straight ahead transaction. I'm not going to go through it, but you basically connect to your wallet. And then once you do that, you put in how many USDC you have, and that'll just give you the exact equal number in seeds. You go ahead and approve the transaction, and it instantly will appear in your seeds balance. So no more of the moving it to sending it in and then waiting for us to approve it. It is all instantaneous now. Once the transaction is verified, you will have your seeds. So that is great. Should work okay on mobile. We built that in this time. So let me know, of course, like you will, if there's any issue. Okay, let's move on. Buy a farm. Okay, so as you know, we've removed the 4 what we're calling legacy farms now, and we have added 2 new farms in, and they are called the Pastoral Farm, which is a 1,000 seed cost, and the Homestead Farm, which is a 250 seed cost. Again, not going to get into a lot of the mechanics about this. However, this is the capped rate for 30-day cycle is 5% with the Pastoral and 4% with the Homestead. So basically, beyond that, they work identical to the farms that you are used to. So they will just be part of the V2 payout cycle, just as any other farm is. The only difference here is that the return is capped at these. Doesn't mean that they will be that. It just means that that's the max that they can pay out. So I will leave it to Chris to answer more questions about this as we go through. But just suffice it to know that these work the same way in terms of how you buy them. So if I go ahead and hit purchase, as long as I have the seeds, it's just as simple as confirmation. And now I'm at 49,000 seeds. And at the end of my list, I have a new Pastoral Farm. So everything else about it is identical to the other farms. So you just start managing it from that point forward. So hopefully that makes sense just at 35,000 feet. So that's basically, supplies. Okay, supplies have changed in terms of the UI anyway. Here's where you buy your crop enhancers here, and there is the discount is showed. This is the same discount as it was before. So you just buy them here. You have to have enough seeds to do so, and then you just purchase. This is a list of the pricing of farm insurance for each type of farm. And again, this is just information, just like it was previously. You have to add insurance up here by selecting on the add farm insurance icon. And if you have that insurance, you just are going to go okay. And then I'm going to have to go back to the new version. And then let me see if I can refresh here. And then it'll show up on as live for farms. Then I got to go to the ones that aren't. That was, yeah, there it is, because it was open. It has to be open, and all the same rules are in effect as before. Okay, so that's supplies. That is it. That is the new landing page and all of the new functionality that we have for you is all here, and we're excited about it. So I'm going to stop now and end this video and the next video will be taking a look at the marketplace to see how this comes over.